Nathan here and Emma from Mighty Lancer Games. It's Two Paint Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. I have literally just finished completing my undercoat on this guy. He is Grushnell, Ragged Wound Orc. He is one of Reaper's new Bones USA 3D printed minis, I believe. And with the exception of those couple of little bits of support that I can just see around his ankle there, that I thought I'd knocked off. It's just a couple of tiny little strands. We'll get rid of the tweezers here. I could not tell that he is 3D printed. He is awesome.
Hold him up?
Yeah. Yeah. That guy. It's a really nice mini. He's going to go along with my other orcs that I've already painted, and I thought I had a little bit of undercoat left over. In fact, I've still got a little bit of undercoat left over, so I thought I would get him done and ready for when I bring him back from the shop. And the only way that you can tell the 3D printed ones is that the bottom of his base is incredibly crisp because it's been printed that way. So the ones where they've been hand sculpted, you can tell that that's been kind of carved in from my experience. But yeah, so 3D printed guy, not a print line in sight. Absolutely fantastic quality. I don't know why other companies, in fact I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, I don't know why some other companies, some very large branded well respected companies are not using this same technology, because it's awesome. Games Workshop, we're talking to you. Gizzy is being very uncooperative with his seating position this evening for getting into Gizzy Cam. Just going to have a little scoot over here and get another mini to prime, so I've still got some primer left. What are you on with Mrs MLG?
This dude.
That dude, and who's that dude?
Boss. You know what I'm painting? Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that you already know.
Yeah. That's not what I'm looking for. Where are you? There he is. There he is. Sorry mate, I'm back.
We'll be getting the Death Guard Space Marine Heroes.
We are indeed. I've ordered them today.
We can see your stinky feet. Doo-da, doo-da.
Oh, it's because I've not got any room to put them in because there's a dog.
We can see your stinky feet. Doo-doo-da-day.
So, what I'm going to undercoat as well is Salance. I've never painted a Salance. Yeah, and I've got my own Salance here.
What's Salance?
Salance is the Mighty Lancer Games mascot mini that we had produced for us by Lucid Eye Publications.
Can other people get a Salance?
You can indeed. You can head on over to the Mighty Lancer Games website, type in Sir Lance, and you'll be able to find this happy little chappy.
As well as other merchandise.
And other awesome stuff that you will be able to find and purchase if you so wish. This little guy, he's an absolute bargain, just £3.50.
A metal mini for £3.50?
That's correct. He's a bargain.
Metal mini?
Yeah.
I believe they are heavy.
He's awesome. Straight out the packet, painting him with some Reaper brush on primer. 9214. Unfortunately, currently out of stock.
Who was I talking to? We were talking on Discord about that metal miniature company, and then I told you that I'd...
Statuesque.
So, I can't remember who was talking about statue I think it was Kariko, who was currently on holiday, so not here.
Very nice.
And maybe Asma. I don't think's here either.
Yeah.
But I did contact them and ask them if they had a retailer section for us to stock them, and they said not yet because of various VAT and taxi things, but he is thinking about it in the future, and if they decide to go ahead then they will contact us.
Awesome.
So not a absolute no, but you know. We know you're here, I can see you. Little Miss and I have both had our hair cut today. Oh, and you have.
Oh, yeah.
Whole family haircuts.
Yep, whole family.
Gizmo doesn't need his hair cut, it falls out in clumps.
Yes, he automatically
Yeah.
cuts his own hair.
Yeah, he's molting very badly at the moment.
It's getting ready for summer.
Hey, Mrs.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. So Lance, his undercoat. I've still got a little bit of prime left. What else can I do?
How are you planning on painting Solance?
Well, I think I might go with the traditional metallic, rather than trying to do anything clever, non-metallic metal type stuff.
What
I think
colour
I'm
are you
just.
gonna do shield?
Ooh, I think I'm going to paint him like our logo.
That's gonna be a bit difficult. With the horse.
Yeah. Try and get him just right. I haven't done one yet. You've painted one, both of you, haven't you?
Both of us have painted one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
picked one
and I
and
haven't
lost
painted
it.
Lost it, have you?
Yeah.
Can't have notes.
No.
Because Dad took it.
Dad
And now it's gone.
Dad took it, did he? Well, it's probably in the shop then. You haven't lost it.
It isn't because I've had a look.
I think it's in the picture frame thing.
No, it isn't. I've already had a look at it. When they were on the shop floor, I had a look.
Did you?
What have you got to tell us then? Is Green Stuff World on its way still?
Oh, I meant to check the tracking today actually, but we got a little bit distracted with a couple of other things, so I haven't had a check. I could live check in a minute when I've used up a little bit of primer on this Chaos Warrior. Before it goes off.
We've been playing Skyrim, haven't we? And
Oh, yes.
we've got our house. And what are we going to try tonight?
Tonight we're going to try creating magical items that are going to enhance our potion making capability, so we can make potions that enhance our item making ability, so we can make better quality potions that can improve our item making, so that we can make a wooden sword that can kill a dragon.
A wooden sword to kill a dragon.
Yeah.
That sounds not possible.
How's the resin going, Roy? Is it getting any better? I was having a few difficulties.
Oh dear.
Made an absolutely awesome diorama with glow-in-the-dark minis and UV sections and all sorts of things, and then
Cool.
the resin wasn't playing ball.
Uh-oh. On the subject of glow in the dark, I would like to have a go with some Fleur paints at some point.
Oh, there's some here.
Yeah.
That's what I used on my UV reactive, because they're not glow in the dark, are they? The UV
Yeah.
reactive. That's what I used on my UV reactive guy with his cloak.
Yes, when you did the video.
When I did the video, the only video that's ever gone viral, which was just people telling me that I was rubbish. There is a Dragonair Pokemon, looks very elegant in
Oh yeah.
in chat. Do you want to throw your balls at it? So at home we have 3 Fleur. We have yellow, blue, and violet.
So it's not worth me purchasing the set
Because we've got
because
these.
you've already got some.
Might as well use these.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would like to have a go.
What would you paint in UV reactive?
Well-
Ah, just
I was thinking about doing.
don't be silly, you silly camera.
Thinking about doing something scenery-wise with them.
Scenery.
Maybe.
Boring.
Yes, Roy. Yes, Roy. A question about that. I'll also type that in chat just in case. Roy's having connection difficulties, so I hadn't quite caught what my question was. This
Oh no!
What?
I've just knocked his arm off. His arm came off. I was undercoating him and his arm fell off. That's not good.
Who's on?
This guy's. No, my Chaos Warrior.
Okay. Jeez. This isn't the colour that I used last time. I'm very annoyed that I can't remember what it was. 'Tis but a scratch.
It is. And then I've got this guy. I'm going to use a bit of primer up on this guy. This honking great Minotaur.
Thought it was a Minotaur.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold him by his legs and come back to do his legs later. It's so heavy, such a massive chunk of metal.
Orange. So, let me run over your toes now. So this one, because you're supposed to do these all the same colour, but I didn't. So you get 3 in a box from Mantic, very good price, obviously, from 90 Games, of these guys. So I did the first one, blue and purple. That was my first one. And then I wanted to try green, so I did the second one green. This is the colour I'm trying to recreate, but I can't think what colour it is, so that's ruined.
It's not ruined, did it have to match?
No, but I like them.
No, sorry.
So this one was green, so I've got blue and green, so I thought obviously this one's going to have to be orange, isn't it? I mean, you know, that makes sense to me. So we're going to try orange.
Awesome.
I haven't really painted anything orange ever before, particularly. So this might be fun. Might go terribly wrong. Probably go terribly wrong. Roy says, okay, it was a good learning curve. My second resin is not much better. It needs a minimal heat to set 25 degrees C, so I could only use it in the high summer. But I brought the good stuff, expensive but great, and that is coming in the next few days. I'll keep you posted. Wow, what's my resin then? Because I just use that. I don't even mess with mine, do I? We just just leave it in the sun.
Yeah, it's. I'm not really sure what yours is. It's some fancy Nancy gear that you got.
But I've never tried encasing miniatures with it.
No.
That'd be scary. I think I would be really upset if I'd spent ages painting something and then it all went wrong or all the colour bleached out of it. I tried to put some flowers in a bracelet once and all the colours bleached out of the flowers and then they just ended up looking like, I don't know, horrible white things. And it wasn't it wasn't like, oh, they're pretty white flowers now. They were just, it was a bit like the colour I'm trying to get here.
Years ago, my dad tried doing it with a fuchsia flower, and it just did the same. Like bleached it all out. It just looked like it was made out of crystal or something instead.
I didn't do any research, obviously, in true me style. I mean, doing some research would have probably meant that, oh, you just have to do this instead. But I just went, nah, let's just whack some flowers in.
Yeah, try it.
But at least it's, like you say, Roy, at least it's a learning curve, at least it's something that you can take away and progress with further down the line, hopefully. But it is upsetting, isn't it, that it's not gone right. Yeah. And your minis all look super cool. Asmo's asked for some extra time, which obviously is always welcome because our our deadline for the Great MLG brush off is always a soft deadline until Friday. So I've got until Friday at least if you want some more time. And then if you need a little bit extra time after that, just let me know. I have started to make the video because I like to start to make it. I'm very late in starting to make it. I normally try and put all the pictures in as they come in, because my worst fear is missing somebody out. Everybody's gone through all the effort and they've posted it, and then I've missed the post and I've missed them out the video. That'd be awful. So I try to do them as they come in, but I haven't done that this month because I don't know. The month's just gone. I don't really know what's happened this month.
You've been busy.
I haven't though. I haven't done anything. But anyway, so I did a little bit last night. So it's on its way. So I have put your video that pictures that you put up already in there, but you can always swap them out for other pictures if you want. Just let me know. But yeah, as always, there's some absolutely awesome minis being submitted for fantasy creatures, and then there's mine that I've done.
Well, I've got two more.
John
to
the
go
Templar
after
thinks you
today,
look
so.
thirsty.
We do look thirsty, you're right. Everybody hydrate! What have you got in there?
In here.
Yeah.
Some beer.
What is it?
It's Brewdog Lost Lager.
Oh, you like that?
I like lager. It's my favourite lager. And they've now done a stout that I really like called Blackheart. That's really nice. What else have we got in here?
When my resin is in, it sets in a few hours, so I could have it done before the weekend. Yeah,
Awesome.
I think that's like mine. I have to mix two different boxes. I hardly ever use it. I have to mix two different containers together in like this plastic cup and then pour it in and get 1,000 bubbles. And I just leave it sat on the side and it sets. It's really cool. Resin's really cool. I do like resin. It's just that I've never really been brave enough to experiment with it particularly. So I was going to give this a coat with the pumpkin orange all over as just a base orange. It's quite a dark orange. Why do I always hit 4k points on 2 Paint Tuesday when you aren't actually on camera? Wow. You can save them and make Mr. MLG do stuff when he is on camera. Hi Red Scoped, how are you doing?
Hi. But yeah, don't forget we're not here tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not here tomorrow.
So no chicken dancing tomorrow, I'm afraid.
This is my special resin made for large scale items and jewellery and such with UV protection so it will not yellow. Yeah, the stuff I have is for jewellery and things and it's crystal clear. And it is, like I say, I made like a bracelet. Yeah, I was like, oh cool, resin, let's play! And then I made a bracelet and some skulls which are really cool. But when I took them out of the mould, they need filing or polishing around the edges and I don't have a tool to do that. So they're just there now.
Not yet.
Wicked D's back! Didn't know Wicked D's gone. Welcome back!
Put those guys
Where
over there.
did you go? What have you been doing? No, you don't have to answer that.
Yeah, you do. Right then, so I'm going to paint. I'm not sure if he is supposed to or she is supposed to be a black dragon, but I'm painting Ganzarax as a black dragon. So I'm going to base coat.
John's cheering that you're back. I meant back from floaty lurk mode. Oh, I just thought you were floaty lurk moding because we weren't live yet. I asked Wicked D if she was a floater earlier. But I mean, in my defence, I didn't really read your message properly because I was trying to set the stream up, sorry.
So
Gizmo's very active today. Normally he is very active today, isn't he? I have been out for most of the day. Me and little miss have had our haircut, so he hasn't seen us. So he hasn't had any interaction as much as he would normally. So he's making up for it, obviously, by destroying his toy for you. What were you going to say?
I think I'm going to go with like the main scale's black, and then the bits on the front of him a bone colour maybe. I think we might start with bone colour. What should we use as the base for our bone colour?
Oh, well, don't ask me because I can't think what I did now.
I think we're going to go with shield brown.
I have a new piece of paper this evening though.
I know, I did notice that your workspace was very clean.
It is, yeah, but I haven't got my splodge to know where to keep my mini. Oh, that's a funny noise.
Yeah, what's going off there, mate?
What's that noise for?
We're going to start with shield brown and work up to a bony colour.
Have you noticed your sister's gone?
And then I think we're going to use nightmare black for the back scales, or the main body of the dragon.
So why are you doing a black dragon?
I haven't got a black dragon.
Alright.
And I think that this looks more like a black dragon with the turned up horns. You're right. So we've got a blue dragon. You've painted as a blue dragon, and we've got a awesome yellowy orangey dragon that you've painted.
Have I?
Yeah.
An orangey yellowy dragon.
Yeah, it's orange and it's dog
Oh, purple.
with the purple on it. And then so we've got a blue dragon, and then we've got a copper dragon and a zombie dragon and a red dragon. So then this guy's going to be black, and then I've got a white dragon to paint over here.
And then are you happy with your dragon selection?
No, I've got another one to do in the cupboard.
You're just making up for Koronico now.
That's really so. The other one in the cupboard is to go with my dark elf army for Warhammer.
His bone is stuck under your chair.
Is that why he's trying to dig through my leg? Is that better, mate?
Oh, put his bed back. Oh, he put it back before he sat on it, you dafty. I'm going to sulk now, everybody.
Yeah. Silly pup.
What are you doing all the way up there? Hey? Hey? Hello! I'm all the way up here. That's Mr. MLD's desk. What? Don't worry, it's not food, it's just a paintbrush. I've got a paintbrush in my mouth.
Might be food, man.
I see Boofley's still going strong. He must be absolutely record. Yeah, sexy leg cam. Oh, it's just leg cam now. Woo woo, leg cam. Leg cam and underneath chair cam. Well, Gizmo's gone to find his sister, so that's the end of Gizzy cam.
He's too much of a diva. Can't
cope with the competition in your legs.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, and I've got them covered up today as well.
Yeah, no shorts on. It's been a bit of a murky day, hasn't it?
Yeah, rubbish. So I had a good conversation this morning with a new company that we're hopefully going to be dealing with for some model kits and stuff. That's good.
Are you telling us about it?
Yeah, so we should be able to get hold of some new, not new to us, model car kits, and it provides another little outlet for us to get hold of some bits and pieces that we already stock. But it's always nice being able to go to a distributor and buy multiple different things, so we don't have to spend lots and lots of money in one place.
There's a ditto.
Oh. I've heard of that.
It's a purple blob. It's a purple blob.
Yeah, Ditto pretends to be other Pokemon.
Purple blob.
He's a shape-changing Pokemon. Yeah, so...
So what's the name of this? The model kit people then? Are you telling me?
yeah, so the new kits that we can get hold of are Aoshima and Fujimi, and there's another one that I can't remember, but they make movie and TV tie-in kits. So they've done an Airwolf model kit, and there's a Knight Rider kit that they make and stuff like
That's
that.
my Knight Rider impression, in case you were wondering.
Yes, Michael. Yeah.
No, it's your husband's fault. Wicked D, he asked us.
Yeah.
So we can't blame us this time. He approached us first.
Yeah,
It's all his fault.
that's right.
Yeah, he's got secret lines, secret direct contact lines now. He don't have to go through you now. Just direct.
It's taken a little bit of sorting out, and it still isn't properly sorted yet. But
Yeah, with it being a new distributor, obviously it's not as straightforward as. Can we just have these, please?
yeah, we've got to fill some forms in and stuff, but we're getting there. So yeah, so that's going along nicely, and yeah, spoke to Games Workshop's accounts department today, who told me that they think that the lady that I spoke to thinks that the new 40k is going to get released on the 24th, which is what I'd previously been told. So that was cool. Don't know if that's official spoiler information, but that was what I'd previously been told.
Are you looking forward to the new thing? What does it actually mean for you as a player?
So it means that there is going to be new rules. So the rules are changing. The way that the game is laid out is changing. There's going to be some interesting sort of grammatical changes, shall we say, and rules changes to the game. So one of the things that I've read in a leaked sort of document of part of the rules is that models within units can shoot different targets, which is something that was in an older edition, but they keep putting it in and taking it out, basically between editions. So, but it is handy when if you've got a unit that's got mixed weapons, that you can split your fire between different targets, as you might get in a more realistic firefight situation, where all of you guys don't have to shoot at the same target or the closest target or whatever. So that's a big game changer. I believe you have to declare what you're shooting at with all of your models before you roll any dice. So you can't say, right, this guy's shooting at that. Oh yeah, this guy's going to shoot at that as well because that guy didn't kill it. Oh yeah, and then that guy's going to shoot at it. Oh, and because that's dead, now I'm going to shoot at this thing. You've got to kind of like declare what you're doing before you do it. But apart from that, I think it's a really good change. And there's loads of other small changes, I believe, but I haven't fully read all of the leaks yet, because it was photographs of a book that somebody had taken in the sunshine, and it was really hard to read. And I thought, well, I'll have a proper copy of the rule book in a couple of weeks, so I'll just wait until I get the proper thing. But yeah, it's going to be good, and all new models. Every model in the starter box is going to be brand new, so that's exciting.
What do you know? What's in it?
Yeah, so it's Space Marines and Tyranids. So we've got a new Carnifex model, a new Dreadnought model for the Space Marines. Carnifex is like a big gribbly monster. There is, I can't remember what it's called, a big Tyranid brain monster. New Space Marine Terminators, they look awesome. There's new models for Tyranid Termagants, which kind of like the fighter organisms with guns of the Tyranids. A new unit Von Ryan's Leapers, so they're something completely new, like a smaller Lictor. There's some Neurobug, Neurogants or something like that they're called. They're like little brain bugs. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff in it. Very much looking forward to it. We've also seen, or there has been some information seen online that because Games Workshop are offering people the chance to win a copy, that in the competition terms and conditions it says that the value of the prize is £150, so that's what we're expecting the RRP of the set to be, although it hasn't been confirmed yet. It might be less than that, and you might be getting something else in the prize to make it 150 quid if you were lucky enough to win that prize. Don't know, but there's some super awesome looking stuff. I'm very excited about it. It's I think the main appeal for me is getting in at the start of a new edition and before all of the like updates and bloat of additional rules happen. Just like a full reset on the game. What I'm looking forward to.
Wikid and Methuselah are just planning on how they're going to dispose of Wikid's husband's body. So that's nice.
This is a family stream, thank you. I've just seen Wicked D's post about the patio. We're not in Brookside, you can't get away with that sort of thing.
Well, that's what Methuselah says. You can't get away with that, you need to do it like this instead.
John the Templar wants you to turn it up.
Turn it up.
Headphone warning, everyone. The music has gone up. Sit back, relax, and unwind with classical Mighty Lancer games.
I quite like that. The kind of earthy tone with the black. I think that looks pretty good. So should I do the inners of the wings in the same colour, or do you think that'd be too much? Do you think bone colour for the inside of the wings would be too much?
Yeah.
Maybe do those in a slightly lighter highlight than the outside. Can we see any on this tab? Not really.
Now we've changed to Buffy music.
Buffy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get up under there. There's loads of room. liking that. What we're doing is sort the eyes out. Multiple painting projects. Cool. Hi. Hi Reaper. Thanks for raiding us.
The
Hi
raid
everyone.
music kind of went with the music.
It did. Hi everyone. Welcome to the stream. Mr. and Mrs MLG here. We're painting some stuff. So
Painting some stuff.
painting some stuff.
You've actually picked up a Reaper, haven't you?
No, this is a whiskey.
Oh, is that a Whiskers? What did you have a minute ago?
A Ganzerax a moment ago.
Ah.
Picking back up again now.
I thought I'd seen something.
Yeah, this beastie here, this lovely dragon. We're picking back up now. We've put the white in that one.
And
So-
I'm doing Mantic. So this was my first one in blue. And I did the green one. And now we're going to try and do an orange one, but I've not done orange something before, so it could go terribly wrong.
They look awesome.
But you get a box of 3. So I did blue. The idea originally was to do them all the same colour, but then I wanted to see what green would look like. So I did this one in green. And now I'm just starting to do orange. So they're kind of like My Little Ponies now, rather than Soul Flayers. I don't know any of the names of My Little Ponies nowadays. Do we still have Rainbow Dash and things from the...
Yeah, there's got to still be Fluttershy and Rainbow Bright.
Well, I don't...
Rainbow Bright?
Rainbow Bright's not. Because obviously they weren't those in the 80s when I watched My Little Pony. Those weren't the names then.
No.
So I don't know if they've changed them.
The Applejack and things like that.
I don't know if they've changed them again. I don't know. I'll have to ask a brony. Maybe you've got to tell us I'm talking about My Little Ponies, that's not, you know.
So I just mixed some Nightmare Black with some Pure Black.
Why?
Because the Nightmare Black is a little bit blue, so I really want to use that as a highlight colour. So I've darkened it down so I can use it as my main colour. And then the black parts of the dragon are going to get an all over of this colour.
Ah. So you're painting your dragon black, aren't you?
Yes.
So how would you highlight, because obviously you're going to do it, how would you highlight black then? Because isn't it quite difficult?
Yes. So I'm gonna go through some shades of a very dark blue to highlight it, and then in the lightest parts I'll use like an ice blue or something like that, just to get the edges with just a little bit of...
Oh, so you're highlighting up in blue.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Red Scoped wants to know what we're doing tomorrow, seeing as how we're not streaming. We're working, Red.
Yeah, we're travelling to Birmingham to the Game Expo. That's what we're doing.
But we're not going to the Game Expo that...
Yeah, we're not
People.
going to the main public thing. We're going to a retailer portion of the event. Retailer only section.
We're going to get talked at about board games.
Yeah.
See what new exciting things might be coming up that we might be able to stock. See what's happening in the board game world. And just try and keep our eyes on things and, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Because we've been to the expo before. But I think that this portion of it is more useful to us. Because Mrs MLG isn't really a gamer. So go in and sitting and playing loads of demo games and stuff isn't really that useful. I mean, we could go undercover and go snoop on all the other companies that are selling things there and seeing what they're doing and how much they're charging for it and what have you.
There's a wild Pokemon in chat. It's a strange looking Pokemon.
Oh yeah, what's that thing? A Sork. Never seen one of them before.
So yeah, we're going to go there and find out about that.
Yeah. Should be cool. And plus it's our wedding anniversary coming up.
And we're so romantic, we're going to a board game convention.
Yeah. So we're going to take the opportunity to have a night away in a hotel and whisper sweet nothings in each other's ears.
Well, actually, what we're going to do is take some pen and paper and plan out some YouTube videos, and what we're going to do about YouTube in the future is actually what we're going to do while we're there.
Yeah. No, there was me trying to be all romantic.
Yeah, but this is not true. We never get the chance to sit down and plan things, and we're not really quite sure what to do with YouTube. We've had our YouTube for 6 years now. And we're never ever going to be massive YouTubers. That's, it's us and an iPhone. We don't have all this equipment and stuff like that. But we would like to make it as interesting as we can for the people that do subscribe to our YouTube or stumble across our YouTube. So we're going to have a little think about how we can do more videos and what we can do more videos about and things like that. It might turn out that this piece of paper ends up still being blank by the end of the evening, but the thought would have been there.
Yeah. What would you like to see if you currently watch our YouTube videos, or if you watch somebody else's YouTube videos and you would like to just give us what would you like to see from the MLG channel?
So we have loads. I think half of our issue is we have so much content. There's so much variation that the algorithm-y things don't like it because it doesn't know what we are. But we like having varied content, and like I said, we're never going to be massive, so it doesn't really matter so much that part of it. But we already have unboxings and reviews, and there's a few battle reports on there, and there's sections that are just about the shop, and there's sections about different brands that we stock and what they are. There's also just random daftness on there, like when I turned Mr MLG into an AI character. There's all sorts of things. The quality won't ever get better, unfortunately, because like I said, we only have our iPhone.
Yeah, we're not going to spend several £1,000s on a DSLR to do fancy dancy stuff.
Yeah, so it's only ever going to be that type of quality. Unfortunately, that's what we have. Unless Mr Beast comes along and gives us lots of money, then yeah, that's not happening.
Who's Mr Beast?
It's a YouTuber.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. We have talked in the past about taking the camera down and viewing games, but then the games take so long to play that the videos would be really, really long, and we don't have a setup to just have the phone over the top of a board game table. So we have been trying to take more videos, snapshot videos of games being played, and then do battle reports. We do need to take more videos. The last battle report that we did, we learned really that we need to take more videos of the game play to show people.
Oh, yeah.
But just live streaming or just filming a whole game being played would be boring, because people wander off and go outside for a cigarette, and we have takeaways that come on Thursday and Friday late night gaming, and people like answer their phone, and it wouldn't be fun.
And I have to go and serve customers. And
yeah, and if Mr. MLG's playing, he has to go and serve customers and things like that. So that wouldn't really be something that we could do. But with the battle reports and the things, we're going to take some more photos, more videos of the action, so that when Mr. MLG tells you about it, it makes it a bit more fun. John says some videos about different terrain you stock. Yeah, we've not done a lot of terrain videos, have we?
Yeah.
You were going to do a video about that Lord of the Rings box thing.
Yes.
Because apparently that's really versatile.
That's got some awesome stuff in it.
But we haven't got around to that yet either.
No.
Red Scoped says, I like Mini of the Week. Videos like that are which you uncover models we may not know about and they're always fun. Yeah, we've been trying to do one a week. There is one coming out shortly, which is slightly funny. I mean, only slightly, don't get your hopes up. But I haven't put it together yet. But yes, I did my best on mine not to sing the song about the shark while I was holding the shark.
And I made a rather gushy video the other night.
While you were walking home.
That somebody came and asked me about actually the next day.
Oh, go on then, tell us.
They just said, I've seen the video that you put up and I thought it was really good. It was like from the heart and stuff. And I thought to myself, what video are you talking about? Because I didn't know that you'd put it online yet.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't tell you that I'd done it. I just sent you it. Didn't I?
Yeah. Well, you have to send them me, otherwise I can't put them on. But yeah. Well, it was. That's unfortunately and fortunately at the same time. That's the other thing about our videos. None of them are planned. Yeah. There's no script. We don't read off a script. So things like that are genuinely just like when we do Video of the Week. Yeah. And I'm walking around picking stock. It's just like, oh, that's awesome, Minnie. I've always liked that, and I've kind of maybe forgotten about it, and I'll go like, oh, quick, do a Minnie. I think you can probably tell with mine that I'm just wandering around working. I mean, the hair's a mess. I don't wear makeup anyway. There's no, oh, let's get ready for the camera. It's just, I mean, on one of them that I did on Monday, I'm up a ladder. So, it's this.
I've been trying to look at some other YouTube channels and see what things that we could do differently and stuff.
The problem is though that they tend to be massive ones that you look at that dedicate a whole team to, and it's just me and you fitting it in with the running of a whole business. Yeah,
I know. That's what I was going to say. We're not pretty people as some of them are, and what have you. Let's see.
Thanks, mate. That's like on our wedding day when you were rating the guests and you rated your wife a 7.
When did I do that?
On our wedding day.
I can't remember that. Was I drunk or?
You were drunk.
I rated you a 7.
You did? I was there. I'm not drunk. Have you got cramp in your arm?
Cramp in my elbow.
Oh, Mr MLG is knocking on a bit now, and he gets a poorly elbow.
It's because I've got actually the dog's not here. I can sit however I want.
Dog's not been here for ages.
Sitting at a funny angle. Because the dog was here.
John's cheering you. I think John's maybe cheering you for
being drunk at our wedding.
You were very, very drunk. You had a drink on it. Everyone kept buying you drinks, obviously. Very, very drunk. But you were loud. Yeah. It was a fun party.
I drank a very, very large amount of strong lager, and I think I had a pint on every table because people just kept. While I was stood talking to folks, people just kept celebrating. We were the best party I've ever been to. People just kept coming up and buying me drinks, and and so many.
Yeah. Let's carry you up to bed, get you all stripped off and tucked you in. Bless your little cotton socks. We had a live band playing rock music at our wedding.
Yep.
The party was a 10, but Mrs MLG only so that's it, Red Scout. There was people that he rated a 10.
Was there?
Yeah.
Who did I rate a 10?
The prettier people.
I cannot have no memory of this whatsoever.
It's absolutely fine. I wouldn't have believed you if you'd have said that you thought I was a 10 anyway, so it would have been pointless.
I'm gonna doubt my existence. Can't remember. I can remember a lot of things, but I can't remember them.
Lots of things happened on our wedding. Lots of things went wrong, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, I remember all those.
Well, they were during the day. This was after you'd stopped shaking with fright.
What, had I done my speech?
You'd
It was
done
time to
everything,
relax.
and you'd just You were terrified waiting for me at the top of the aisle.
Yeah,
And you got heckled in your own speech
I did.
by a guest that we hadn't invited. My mum had invited. It was my mum's friend, and she heckled you. I mean, who does that? She heckled you in your speech, and you were already shaking. So this was like afterwards, and you were just like, right, that's it, can relax now. Right, yeah. It was good. A very good time was had by all. My friend decided that she wanted to get free drinks purchased for her throughout the evening, so was going around to everybody. Remember, this is our wedding and all our guests, and telling them that she was the bride, so they had to buy her free drinks. And then she went up to my father-in-law and told him that she was the bride and that he had to buy her drinks because it was her wedding. And he went, pretty sure it's not.
Yeah.
And then he came over and told me. I went, oh, it's all right, just ignore her. It was most put out that people might think that she was. Like, well, they're not going to, are they? Because they all know us.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a bit weird.
And then she fell out with a boyfriend and ran out into the street and ran up the road with no shoes on and I had to go and get her back.
Yeah. All good fun.
All good fun. Yeah. Caterers dropped our wedding cake, bringing it into the room. Got a bit squished.
I got a free birthday cake out of it.
And you did get a free birthday cake out of it, and we used the bottom tier for my birthday cake because that's how tight we are. The vicar couldn't say your name, and the choir forgot to turn up.
Yeah.
Well, it
That
didn't really
matters.
make any difference. And I got stuck in a grate.
Yeah.
I was walking down it's not called the aisle, is it? Everyone calls it the aisle, but that's not really what it's called in a church. What's it called?
I don't know.
The bit that everyone calls an aisle. I was walking down that bit to get to you, and my veil, which followed along behind me, got caught in the grate of the church and nearly took my head off.
Yeah. Just turned around and yanked it.
I did, yeah. Well, I could see you were nervous. I had to get to you and make sure everything was all right. Getting stuck in a grate. Other than that, it was an awesome day.
Yeah.
That's right, John. It was. It was fun. It was lots of fun. Lots of fun. I mean, at the beginning, before we'd even got to the church, when I was getting ready at Mum's, the dogs had nicked the bones that we'd got them to last them all day, because Mum was going to come back and make sure that they were all right during the day. Obviously not Gizmo, our old dogs, but we'd got them some bones to keep them occupied, because they were probably the longest that they'd ever been left, because obviously everybody was at the wedding, all the family.
Yeah.
And they'd managed to get into the garage and steal them before we'd even left the house, which was no good because that's not going to last them. So I had to go and get them off the dogs because nobody wanted to go near our greyhound because he wasn't very friendly. So obviously, being my dog, I had to go and do it, which was perfectly fine because I knew he wouldn't hurt me. But I was, half dressed in my wedding dress, tromping around in the garden, trying to get the bone
chasing
off the
him
dog.
around and going, Alfie, drop it.
Yeah, our other dog saw me coming and dropped it and ran. Like, oh, sorry, Mum. But the greyhound always used to try his luck. But yeah. And when Dad took the dogs a walk in the morning, he walked past the wedding car, which was up on bricks because it had broken down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great, yeah. I mean, most people would have just given up. But we stuck it through, look, we're still here. There's a wild Pokemon in chat, a Spearow, one of the flying type Pokemon.
I think we've might have mentioned it before our wedding day, haven't we, on the stream? But
Yeah.
Emma's dad rang me up in the morning and said, "Are you still coming?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I'd understand if you weren't, but I just wanted to check before I put my suit on."
Yeah, thanks, Dad. You didn't ask me. You didn't ask me if I was still alright. Yeah, gave you the opportunity to back out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Dad. So, if anybody out there listening is planning on getting married, lots of things could go wrong, but as long as you love each other, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's it. You'll be fine.
And 2 whole tables of guests just didn't turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, your friends. They were.
I knew you were going to say.
But they were. I was just very grumpy that they hadn't told us, because one of them had only got married not long before, so they know how expensive it is.
Yeah.
If they'd have told us, given us a bit of warning, we could have cancelled them and, their meals and everything, but they just didn't turn up on the day.
No.
No warning or anything.
But everybody else got a bit extra food, didn't they?
Everybody else got a bit extra room and a bit extra food, bands spread out a bit more. And there was a random bloke in the church filming our wedding that we didn't know.
There was. That's his hobby.
That's his hobby, apparently, just turning up at people's weddings. We had to pay a licence to film our own wedding. The random bloke off the street just walked in. I think everybody that raided us now is gone. Yeah, well, the MLG chat's not like most streams, is it? I think it's fair to say.
I don't know. We've been watching Reaper. What did Reaper talk about on their stream?
Painting and tips and information and useful how to paint, and there's us just badly painting orange,
Slatting some paint on it.
waffling about. It's a different kind of stream, ours.
Well, I like this one.
What?
This track.
Oh. Anyway, it's
a bit
nearly
more rocky.
time for Skyrim.
It is. It is.
Talking about Reaper probably not being here anymore, and our strange streams, we really do appreciate you loyal people that stick with us. If there's anything that you want us to talk about, or want to ask us or anything, then just feel free. And if we know the answer, then of course we will answer. If
Yeah.
there's ever anything, I mean, I think you've fairly figured out by now that painting techniques is probably not something we're going to be able to help you with.
Yeah, it depends what kind of technique. Yeah,
Thanks, John.
depends what kind of advanced techniques you might want to know about. But if there's a
you've been
specific
painting a long time, haven't you?
specific thing that you would like to know about, then let us know. And even if we don't know, maybe we could do a video on it and we could learn together. Or we could do a stream about it. That'd be fine. We could try it out.
Yeah. If we can do it, then we'll always try. Dad says that about me all the time. I'm very trying.
Yeah. Funnily enough, my parents said that to me as well when I was little.
When you're little, mine still says it to me now. This is how my orange is getting on so far. So it had pumpkin.
Oh, that looks ace.
It doesn't look ace, it looks orange. Pumpkin orange as a base. And now it's just getting some fireball orange as another layer, basically. I'm using my Humbrol number 4. I still do like the Humbrol brushes. I think they're very good value for money. This one's getting a bit battered because of the way that I'm painting this, though, unfortunately. It's going to have a bit of a...
Are they the Coloro ones?
Yes, the
green
green ones, the Coloro ones. They're very good value for money. The pack You can get them in a pack with various sizes. I would recommend having them as your workhorse paintbrushes.
They're one of our oldest running product lines, the Colour brushes.
They're I really like them.
One of the first products that we ever added to the website.
I think it's going to have a little bath.
Well, I've nearly done one wing and half of his body. This guy, the other half's probably going to have to get done in a separate session. So hopefully I can replicate this colour. If not, that half of him's in shadow or brighter light, depending on.
So I'm just using the hand gel to make sure that I haven't got any paint left in the bottom. And as you can, I don't know if you can see, but I'd already rinsed it out in the water like I would normally, and then I would normally leave it. But as you can see, hopefully from there, it has got orange coming out because there was still some paint in the brush. So Joe is just getting that out that I couldn't see. Can you see all that? If you can see all that. So I would have normally just rinsed it out, wiped it. When I wiped it, nothing came off, and plopped it back into my brush holder. But all that was still sitting in there, ready to mess up my paintbrush. And that's just hand gel, sanitising hand gel, which we've got loads of from pandemic and we used to have it in the house anyway, from all sorts of stuff.
But now you can buy it at the counter in Aldi and whatever for about 10 pence.
Now, yeah.
Because everyone bought loads of it.
Put my point back there. It's really hard to show you on the camera, I'm so sorry. So that it looks alright again. Because like I said, this is my Colour Umbro brush. So they're only a good priced brush. They're not like Rosemary & Co, expensive. Still good price, but top quality brushes. It's just my little workhorse. So yeah, that's always handy. A bit of sanitising hand gel.
Those brushes are super cheap. All the Umbro brushes are
really good.
Pretty good value. So even I was chatting to somebody today about Army Painter paintbrushes, and Army Painter brushes started off very affordable, and now they've gone up and up and up. They've gone up and up and up. So like you can buy an Army Painter brush for more, or pay more for an Army Painter brush than you would for, say, a Series 33 Rosemary & Co.
Rosemary & Co brushes are really good, but for the stuff I'm doing here, where I'm kind of jabbing at my mini, then I would always use my green. Roy says, that's a useful tip, I have still loads of hands. Yeah, it's just kicking around in every drawer, isn't it, Roy? But yeah, it's good. I use it. And then on something a bit more stubborn, like this one, where it's a dry brush, perhaps I would leave it soaking for a bit longer to get that out of the thing there. But yeah, try it. Don't try it on your best brush, but yeah, try it and see what you think. So thank you very much, everybody. I've gone over. I'm terribly sorry. Thank you very much, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the randomness of our chat tonight. Like I say, if you think of any YouTube videos you want to see us make, or any chats that you want to hear us, or any questions or anything, just let us know in Discord. Take care. We're not here tomorrow, but we will be back on Monday. Thanks everyone. So much. Bye.